And so the last point we want to talk about is wealth builders versus wealth consumers, right? And so some people are out there looking to build that long-term wealth, right, through investments, saving, you know, starting companies, leveraged income, right? But some people, while doing that, are also consuming the wealth right when it comes in. So, and I've been, and this was my biggest problem. I'll just, be real about that. Is as my income increased, so did my lifestyle. And it was
Hmm.
like
That
money
happens a
burned a
lot.
hole through my hand. It's like as soon as it
Yep.
came in, I'm like, where do I spend it? And that's been a major mindset shift for me. And unfortunately, a lot of learning the hard way, to get my mind in the right place of, truly, I mean, doing the things we teach, right? Creating that spending plan, building that emergency fund, not just $1,000, but truly having that, what do you call it, John? A war chest, right?
Yeah.
For,
Yeah.
those hard times, and building that up. But, it's so important to not just go, okay, how do I make the money, but also really being intentional once it comes in the door, that you have a plan
Hmm.
for your money, that you get your money working for you.
Yeah. One of the analogies I learned a few years ago, and I thought it was fantastic. I didn't invent it. I forget where I read it. But it equates the money that you generate to, to seeds, right?
Mhm.
And you can eat those seeds and you get nourishment for that day or whatever the case may be, or you
Mhm.
can plant those seeds, right? And those seeds do what? Well, you plant a single kernel of corn, it's going to grow into a stalk of corn. There's going to be an ear, maybe even two of, ears of corn that are going to have a whole bunch of new seeds, right? So
Mhm.
you've just drastically, multiplied the number of seeds you have. So that's what, building wealth is about. Now you've got to be able to balance some and eat some today, right? But you
Right.
want to make sure that you're planting those seeds and not eating all of your seeds today. And unfortunately, that's what happens, especially in America, because we're such a consumer society. And that's what it's all about with our marketing. You see, it's always buy, buy, buy. That's what our economy is based on, is you going into debt and buying things on monthly payments and things like that. So what happens is, as we get older, we get tired, you don't want to work as hard, or you get physically, something happens, you're on disability or whatever, and all of a sudden you can't. Or if you've got a company and their income goes away because you haven't been saving those seeds and
Mhm.
letting those seeds multiply, but you've been eating all those seeds with the boats and the lifestyle and the flashy cars and the big house, the McMansion, right? Now you're in a situation where you're at risk of losing it all,
Mhm.
because that income stream's gone or whatever the case. And that's the big difference between being intentional about your money and building wealth, and I'm talking generational wealth, or
Mhm.
just consuming it and looking like you're wealthy.
Yeah.
Okay, I would rather have the big fat bank account,
Mhm.
and I'm using the term bank as savings, wealth, and
Yeah.
things like that,
Yeah.
rather than, hey, look at my flashy, $500,000 car.
Yeah.
And, it's like some people wanna look like they have it all, and typically those people don't, or they've got a very short-term mentality when it comes to money. Now there are some people that just, they have multiple streams of income and things like that, but that also, now that I've said that, kinda ties to building income streams, and that's what people need to focus
Mhm.
on.
Yeah.
With wealth anymore, it's not about building just an asset that you spend down later in life. It's about building an asset that creates income streams, and you want to have
Mhm.
multiple income streams. So what does that mean? You want to have multiple assets.